You think you're so clever? What? Hey!
Everyone in the village loved her for her kindness, but 2 days before the royal wedding, something happened in the forest that no one saw coming. Do you think jealousy can really destroy even the strongest friendship? Please, like, subscribe, and comment where you are watching from. We would really like to know how far this video traveled to. Go grab your popcorn and enjoy. Emma and Mia had been best friends since they were very young. They laughed together, shared secrets, and supported each other through everything. In the village, everyone admired their friendship. They were almost like sisters. Every year, the village held the Festival of Dances, a special celebration where young women showed their dancing skills to honor the spirits of the land. This year, there was an added excitement. Prince Obinna had come to the village to choose a bride. Everyone whispered about who might win his heart. Emma and Mia were both very excited. They had practiced for weeks, dancing every morning and night. Emma's dance was full of grace, and she always smiled warmly at the audience. Mia, however, was not as kind. She wanted to win not just for herself, but because she wanted everyone to notice her instead of Emma. The day of the festival arrived, and the village square was full of color. People wore bright clothes, drums beat loudly, and the air was filled with excitement. Emma danced first. Every movement she made seemed to glow with kindness. She helped an elderly woman up during her performance when she stumbled, which made the crowd cheer even louder. Prince Obinna's eyes followed her every move, and his heart was quietly touched by her gentle nature. Then it was Mia's turn. She danced well, but her eyes were always on Emma, not the audience. She wanted to win, but the villagers whispered that Emma's performance was the most beautiful. When the festival ended, it was no surprise that Emma won the dance challenge. The prince smiled at her and asked to meet her, feeling drawn to her kindness. Mia's smile faded, replaced by jealousy. That evening, Emma and Mia sat together near the river, watching the sunset behind the hills. Emma spoke softly, "I can't believe I won. But I couldn't have done it without your support, Mia, my best friend and sister from another mother." Mia forced a smile. Inside, she felt anger burning. Emma's win had not only earned the prince's love but also the admiration of everyone in the village. Mia thought to herself, if the prince marries Emma, I will be forgotten. I must do something. And with that dark thought, the seeds of betrayal quietly took root. 2 days before the wedding, Emma invited Mia to go for a walk in the nearby forest. They have always been going to the forest for a walk, and they both loved the serene and beautiful view of nature. The forest was dense and beautiful, full of tall trees, chirping birds, and sunlight that fell through the leaves in golden patches. Emma wanted to enjoy one last quiet day with her best friend before she became the prince's bride. Mia agreed, hiding her jealousy behind a smile. They walked along a winding path, talking about the festival, the village, and their memories together. Emma laughed, the sound bright like bells, and Mia followed, pretending to be happy. As they went deeper, Mia's envy grew. She thought, Emma will have everything, love, respect, a prince, while I will have nothing. I can't let this happen. Without warning, Mia struck Emma, hitting her on the head with a big chunk of wood. Emma fell, dazed, and became unconscious. As Mia wanted to run, a second thought came to her mind. To tie Emma behind a deserted dark cave where no one will easily find her. She thought to herself that by the time they find her, she would have been dead. Mia pulled her to the deserted cave in the forest in order to tie her to a strong tree nearby. While tying Emma to the tree, Emma's eyes gradually opened. She struggled and cried, "Mia, why are you doing this?
Because you
We are
deserve to
best
be
friends." Mia's face twisted with anger. "You don't deserve him. You think everyone loves you more than me. I won't let you marry the prince." She ran back to the village, leaving Emma alone in the forest, her heart pounding with fear. When Mia reached the village, she ran straight to Prince Obinna. "The bride cannot be found. Emma is missing," she lied. The prince was shocked and immediately sent his guards to search the forest and nearby hills. But no one could find Emma. The villagers began to whisper, fearing the worst. Meanwhile, in the forest, Emma was tired and scared. She called out, "Help! Someone, please help me." Her voice carried through the trees, but it seemed no one heard. Just when hope seemed to fade, a brave hunter named Obi, who knew the forest better than anyone, heard her cries. Obi rushed toward the sound and found Emma tied to the tree. Carefully, he untied her, making sure she was not hurt badly. Emma's eyes filled with tears as she thanked him. Obi smiled gently. "You are safe now. I will take you to the king. The king must know what happened and how you got here." Obi, the brave hunter, led Emma carefully through the forest. Every step mattered. The forest was alive with sounds, birds singing, leaves rustling, and the occasional snap of a branch. Emma's heart pounded in her chest. She had been tied to the tree for hours, scared and alone. Her mind replayed Mia's betrayal again and again. How could she do this to me? She is my best friend and sister. Emma whispered softly to herself. Obi noticed her trembling and spoke gently. "Don't worry, Emma. You are safe now. I will not let anything happen to you." He carried some of her weight when she faltered and encouraged her to keep moving. Slowly, the trees began to thin, and the sunlight touched her face again. For the first time since Mia had tied her up, Emma felt hope. When they finally reached the edge of the forest, the prince's palace appeared in the distance. Guards were patrolling, looking worried. The king and Prince Obinna were at the gate, asking if anyone had seen her. Their faces lit up the moment they saw Emma. "Emma, thank the spirits. You are safe," the prince said, running to her. His voice was filled with relief and love. Emma could hardly speak, her throat dry from fear, but she smiled weakly. I am here, thanks to Obi. He helped me find my way." Prince Obinna hugged her gently, careful not to hurt her. "I will never let anything happen to you," he said, and Emma believed him. The news of Emma's return spread quickly through the village. People gathered around, whispering in astonishment. "She is safe. The prince's bride is alive." The villagers were relieved, but they were also curious about Mia. Where had she gone? What had happened? After Emma told the prince and the king what happened, the village elders called Mia to explain her actions. When Mia appeared, she tried to smile and act innocent. I didn't mean for anything bad to happen," she stammered. But the village elders knew she was lying. They thought of the danger she had put Emma in. One of the elders, a wise woman named Mama Udoka, spoke firmly. "You have broken the trust of the village and betrayed your closest friend. Your actions are not forgiven. You must leave." Mia's face fell. She had expected the villagers to believe her lies, but now she saw the truth. "Please. I was jealous. I didn't mean," she began, but no one listened. The elders nodded in agreement. Mia was banished from the village forever. She gathered her few belongings and left, her heart heavy with regret, knowing she had destroyed the most important friendship in her life. Emma, watching Mia leave, felt sadness but also relief. Her best friend had betrayed her, but she had survived. Her heart was full of gratitude for Obi, the brave hunter, and for Prince Obinna, who never gave up hope. She realized that true kindness and goodness always find their way, even when someone tries to destroy it. That night, the village celebrated. Fires burned brightly, drums echoed through the hills, and families danced and sang under the stars. Emma sat quietly, thinking about everything that had happened. She smiled, knowing that her life was about to change in a wonderful way. She would marry the prince she loved, and the village would never forget how courage and kindness overcame betrayal. Obi was honored by the king, the prince, and the villagers. "Without you, Emma might have been lost," Prince Obinna said sincerely. Obi bowed humbly. "I only did what anyone should do. She deserved to be safe." Emma hugged Obi, tears of gratitude in her eyes. The forest, which had once been a place of fear, now felt like a symbol of survival and hope. The morning of the wedding arrived with golden sunlight spilling over the village. Birds sang as if celebrating with everyone, and colorful fabrics decorated every hut. The air smelled sweet from the flowers that had been gathered overnight. Everyone was excited, For Emma's wedding was not just a celebration of love, but also a victory of goodness over betrayal. Emma wore a beautiful dress made of the finest cloth, decorated with delicate beads that shimmered in the light. Her hair was braided carefully, and flowers were tucked between the braids. She looked radiant, not just because of her beauty, but because her heart was pure and full of joy. Prince Obinna stood at the altar, dressed in his royal robes, his eyes shining every time he looked at her. The villagers gathered around. Children waved small flags, and elders clapped their hands to the rhythm of drums. Even the animals seemed to join the celebration, birds flying overhead and goats bleating in excitement. The festival music played, echoing through the hills, as the villagers sang songs of joy and blessings. As Emma walked toward Prince Obinna, she noticed the faces of the villagers, all smiles and laughter. She thought about Mia and felt a pang of sadness, but she knew justice had been done. Betrayal could not overshadow love and kindness. Every step she took was confident, each one carrying her closer to her future. Prince Obinna held her hands gently. "Emma," he said, his voice soft but strong, "you have shown courage, grace, and kindness. I am honored to be your husband. Will you marry me?" Emma smiled, tears of happiness in her eyes. "Yes, Obinna. I will marry you." The villagers cheered, throwing flowers in the air. The drummers played louder, and people danced in celebration. Emma and Prince Obinna exchanged vows under the bright sun, promising love, respect, and loyalty to each other. Their hearts were full, and everyone around them felt the joy of true love. After the ceremony, the village feasted. Platters of food were shared, from roasted yams to sweet cakes, and everyone sang songs of happiness. Children ran around, playing games and laughing, while elders told stories of courage, friendship, and justice. Emma and Prince Obinna joined the dancing, smiling at each other as they moved in harmony. That evening, as the sun set and the sky turned shades of orange and pink, Emma and Prince Obinna stood on the palace balcony, looking at the village below. "This is our home," Emma said softly. "I am happy to share it with you, and with everyone here who has supported us." Prince Obinna hugged her close. "Your kindness has brought us all together. The village, the forest, even the spirits of the land. They all celebrate with us tonight." From that day on, the story of Emma and Mia was told to every child in the village. It was a tale of friendship, betrayal, courage, and the power of a kind heart. Emma and Prince Obinna ruled with fairness and love, and the village thrived. Mia, far away, could only think of what she had lost. She had betrayed her friend and lost everything, while Emma found love, justice, and happiness beyond her dreams. The village learned an important lesson. True kindness and courage are always rewarded, and betrayal only leads to sorrow. And so, the forest that had once been a place of fear became a symbol of hope, survival, and the triumph of good over evil. Emma's story was remembered for generations, inspiring everyone to be kind, brave, and true to their hearts. Thank you for watching to the end. Please, like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts.
Bye!
And see you next time.